I think I'm live. Are you here, AD? Not sure who else here. Are you here? The Professional Paranormal Research. Three's Company. I love that. I think the others are in the other live chat. I didn't see anyone else come up as having a live stream right now. So I figured I'd go ahead and hop on here. We'll wait. Turn my lights on. That's fun. Here we go. Let's have some fun with this. Hello, Tales Told in the Dark. Hi, thanks for popping in. Waiting to see who else might show up. Trying to grow my channel. So I got to get into the swing of things, doing lives and such. So I thought tonight would be a good night to give it a try. Figure it out. I want to try to learn how to use StreamYard. But for now, I'm just going straight through YouTube. So y'all can share it out somewhere. Maybe we'll get some more people in here, have us a little conversation. I appreciate everybody that stops by. It's kind of a challenge because paranormal field, it's kind of a more specific interest. I think there's a lot of people interested. I think some people are a little leery of getting involved in it. It fascinates me. I love it. So, Tales Told in the Dark. I like that. That's a killer name. Hmm. Well, I think right now, I'll leave this on my channel. I'll probably keep it a little short unless some other people show up. But I'm working with my son. There's a house that this other man named Jason, he has been investigating for the owners. It's an antebellum house, has a lot of history connected with Civil War, and it was built, I believe, in 1809. They haven't released the location yet. They're getting everything squared away. They're trying to document as much of the activity as they can along with the history. So my son's been working with him, and he got me in there helping him too. So we should have some videos coming out on that in a couple weeks as they're getting ready to go live. And they've already got some groups lined up that are wanting to come in and investigate the house. The basement is really active. We've got some really amazing stuff happening there. Um, you be on the first floor and you hear a lot of footsteps on the second floor, but if you go up there, it's like activity just kind of goes, I'm hiding. It's really interesting. But we've gotten some really good responses all over the place. So that's one of the things that we're working on. I just uploaded my second part video from Scott County, historic Scott County Jail here in Tennessee, and got that up. and a couple of shorts that I made off of it. Now I'm going to be working on some of the cemetery videos that my son and I have done. And he's got his own channel, Fox Paranormal. I can find it and link it. Trying to help him get started too, so he can build his channel. Because he really wants to do this. He really wants to do this full time. And it just takes a long time to get started. Let me pull his up. Here we go. And I will put that in chat for anybody that comes in. So I figure this way, because I'll leave all of this on my channel. That way, whenever a day from now, a week from now, somebody goes through this, then they'll see his link too. Because I want to help him to succeed. I'd like to see us both make it. I'm not so worried about becoming a really big channel. I'm doing this because I love it. I have a lot of loved ones that I've lost. And it does something to you when you lose so many of your family that you care so much about. It looks like right now I'm pretty much just talking to myself, so or to anybody that scrolls by later comes to check my channel. So you can watch this. Oh, hey, Helly, hey, yeah, my faithful friend. Hi, sweetie. So I figure I'll just go ahead and I've already talked about the house, and I've got the second part of the historic Scott County Jail investigation uploaded. And I've got a couple of cemetery videos my son and I did. I put a link to his channel in here because I figured I'm leaving this up on my channel for however long. And maybe it'll help if I can get my channel going too, help him as well. So maybe together we can kind of work it and get this going. I had a really interesting conversation on what the Paranormal's live chat a while ago. Then, of course, they got to talk about other things. So I went ahead and came over here to start this up. I was going to start at 9, but I didn't want to kind of, step on toes or anything. But once they got off of the main topic, I figured, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and start mine. But they're making good points that there is a problem with the paranormal genre on YouTube. And it seems like maybe channels are being targeted. Because Amy said she had uploaded videos that didn't have paranormal in the tags and the title or anything, and they did okay. But as soon as you put paranormal or ghost hunting, whatever, it seems like something happens. The algorithm quits working right or something. So I don't know what's going on. And then there's all these questions about made for kids, not made for kids. I'm going to have to look up all that stuff about being monetized because it's just confusing. It seems like they just keep changing things. But anyway, I'm going to try to get those other videos uploaded within the next few days because I'm trying to build the channel. I'm seriously trying to do it. It's going to take a while. Just got to stick it out and do the best that I can. But I appreciate every one of you that shows up and comes here. I really do. But I know AD was going to be in here, but he's in Amy's chat. No, they don't. I agree with you. And another good point that was made, TikTok has hurt everybody because it has catered to a mindset of instant gratification. Microwave generation, 30-second, 60-second attention span and gone. That makes it really hard to get retention of viewers and get your view time up. They're just hit and miss. They hit it and they go, hit it and they go. And it's hurting. It's hurting everybody. I don't think it's just paranormal. I think it's a lot of others too. Now, gaming channels, I bet they're doing really good because people are still hooked on all the games and such. But the different ones, I think it's a little more of a struggle. But I'm not going to give up. not going to quit. I'm going to try to figure out some other things to do besides investigation because I'm legit. I have no desire to fake anything, but I also know people come here to be entertained. And ghosts are not circus animals that perform on command. Just because somebody's sitting there wants to be entertained. It makes me think of the Roman Colosseum. People going there to see people slaughtered. It was entertaining to them. I don't know. Blech. Not me, but yeah, it makes it a real challenge. It really does. So, how are you doing tonight, Haley? You doing all right? I wish YouTube would make it possible to bring people up like a StreamYard does. I'm a little nervous with StreamYard because there's so much stuff. I'm not sure yet how to use it. Are you still there? I put a link on Facebook and on Twitter, but Twitter X. Oh well. Oh yeah, okay. Oh bless your heart. So you a birdie getting ready to go to work, I'm guessing. Up in Finland. Morning coffee, yeah. Drink an extra cup for me. Because I'll be going to bed here shortly. Finland. Boy, sounds like is it a pretty country? Most I've ever done is travel to Germany once, and that was beautiful. Sweet tea, but it's not sweet, it's fake sweet because of my diabetes. I'll bet. I see you on a lot of the different chats, so I know you love the paranormal too. Aiden, hey, Hallie, this is my dear friend Aiden. I love him to pieces. Hang on there, Aiden. We'll get you fixed here. Moderate and we go. Boom. There you go. Got that fixed. Known Aiden for years and I love him to pieces. Thank you for the support. You know how hard it is with these lives. I'm going to have to sit down with you, Aiden, and learn how to use StreamYard again. It's been too long. Nobody can drag you up here. We can converse together. How you doing tonight, Aiden? Healy is from Finland. He's in a lot of different paranormal chats. You're fish alone? No, you're not. No, 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 no. Getting there though. That's one of the first signs, so watch out. Yeah, I was telling Haley that I was in a chat with another YouTuber having a live stream earlier, and they were talking about wondering if the paranormal is doomed on YouTube. I want to ask you, since you're in the pagan witchcraft and all that community, if you're having the same problem there that paranormal is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Healy's awesome. But what we were discussing, Aiden, Amy, of what the paranormal, she did an experiment. She uploaded some things, had nothing that said paranormal, ghost hunting, nothing in the title, nothing in the tags. And she's got like what 12,000 subscribers, I think, Healy, something like that. But she said it did good. It was fine. So as soon as she put those tags on any other videos, numbers went down. So it's almost like YouTube's targeted. It's all doomed. I love you. It's all doomed. The hell with it. It's all doomed. Well, that's true. You're right, but that's why I do this. It concerns me because I want to help my son grow too. He's got his own channel. See if it's still on my thing. Yeah, that's my son's channel, and he's trying to get in. He wants to get to where he can do it full time. But he's got one heck of an uphill slog to do it. I'm going to try to figure out some other things I can do besides just investigations because people have got the attention span of a gnat anymore. It's TikTok 60 seconds and gone kind of thing. They don't have a lot of longevity. I can remember me and you being in chats that went on for hours. They would never have survived our chats. We'd get going. We'd all be going back for hours, wouldn't we? This is it's what we're facing, and I've kind of let go. I mean, my channel's still there with the pagan and all that stuff. Been focusing more on this because I honestly just got tired of the drama. You know it. That's why you've got your own company now because you're just tired of the BS of the drama. I just want to enjoy my life and do what I enjoy doing. So I'm figuring I'm focusing more on this. I'm going to stick more with this and build on this. I'll probably go back to the other two later on, but right now I want to get this up and running. Try to get to 1,000 subscribers, which I haven't even made it to 200 yet. I don't think. I'm right at like 2 more or something. Awful close, but not quite. Let's see, 190. Yeah, it was 198. Then that's what's so frustrating. It went from 194, and I jumped up today to 198. And now it's back down to 197. roller coaster, roller coaster. Wow. Hey, Vodka Vamp, yay! This is Aiden, is my dear friend for years. I love him to pieces. And Healy, I love you. Y'all know each other. It's Vodka Vamp. Let me get you fixed, yeah? Aiden, I'll tell you, anybody I know, you become a moderator. Hi, Day Treasures. Oh, y'all's chat must have ended, right? Take food and witchcraft paranormal communities. It's all about who you know. Popular contests. Yeah, it does take a lot of money for a lot of these big channels. So I'm accepting. I'm not going to be big. I'm going to be me. Hi guys, glad to see ya. Hi Amy. Let's see. Let me get y'all set up. Getting everybody set here. Give me a second. I'm old and slow. If we're getting this stuff set up to run, we can go back and forth this way and cover each other's behindies, right? Where'd you go? Where'd you go, Amy? There you are. I'm trying to find you. It's scrolled up. Okay, because we're a team. I'll tell you this, Aiden, the people in this chat right now, these are some of the best people in the paranormal community right now, just regular folks like us. And it's something we've been talking about. I'm not going to go around dissing on anybody. People are going to do what they're going to do. Hello, Florida. Hello, Charmaine. Hello, Sandra. Did I get you set? Okay. I'm trying to get all of it because I know all of y'all were over there in Amy's chat. And I appreciate y'all coming in. Appreciate it a ton. Thanks, Amy. Did I get you, Florida? Let's see. Type something, Florence. I know for sure I got you. Oh, Spitfire. Okay, and we've got. I'll go up here. I'm trying to, because all of you guys are legit. I'm getting y'all. Okay, I think I got you. Make sure I got you. Okay. Hey, oh hell, the gang's all here, right? I think I got you, Spitfire. Okay. All right. No problem. Okay, I think you're either going to be managing or standard, but I should have most all of you in here as mods. That way, if any of the trolls show up, y'all can have a competition on who hammers them first. It'd be like whack a mole. Y'all can have fun with whack a mole. Ah, Sean, hey, hang on, let me get this. Okay, I think I got everybody. It's funny because Amy, I was talking about some of what you was talking about earlier on your channel. Yes, Whack-A-Troll. That's what you're on Whack-A-Troll Patrol. That's a tongue twister. Aiden is my sweetheart. He's my brother from another mother. I love him to pieces. We've been friends for years. We can go sometimes not talking for a while because we both get busy, but it's more like brother sister. He's my bud. And this is, I should name my channel the Neutral Zone, because for me, everyone welcome. Everyone welcome. Whether you're churchgoer, whether you're a witch, whether you're a pagan, whether you're a Buddhist, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're an atheist, whether you're an agnostic, whatever. Put it all aside. Come together here as human beings, because to me, that's what it's all about. All right, Sean, thanks for coming by, sweetie. Oh, there we go. We get up big enough, we should be able to keep you fed. Okay. Yeah, Amy, I think, oh, thanks. I got all kinds of stuff going on here. Thank you. I appreciate that. Worked hard on them. Let me turn my ceiling light on here. Watch out for my dog. Y'all can see a little bit. Hi. I have basically the other end of the house here was my end of the house that we had built on. And I basically just said, it's yours. I've got most of my stuff crammed. This is why I have so much stuff around me. Most of my household stuff is in this one room, spill over into the kitchen. So, but for my son, we all pitch in together because you about have to nowadays to survive. See my shirt? Living my best life. Yeah. So, hope you liked it. Yeah. I walk on the wild side a little bit, guys. So, yeah. Meaning I'm not orthodox. We'll just leave it at that. Where's my drink? It's just tea, not a drink. Now I'm going to learn how to do the StreamYard, because I love to have people coming up and having good conversations. I'm very much into paranormal. Um, I'm totally alternative on a lot of things. Um, I am a pagan, but I got no problem with Jesus. I accepted Christ when I was 16, and to me, it's all part of the bigger picture, all of it. Everybody brings something to the table, and you can learn from anybody. I'm fascinated by all of it. I lost so many of my loved ones over the years that it's just, maybe it's become an obsession. I want to know. I have no doubt we go on, no doubt whatsoever. But I want to make that connection. I want to connect. I am an empath. I can feel things. I can sense things, but I haven't yet really developed like psychic abilities. Don't know if I ever will. I'm just me, but we'll see. That's who I is. And I don't worship no demons or devils or none of that BS. I tell you, at this house. I'm gonna go over it real quick for you guys that just come in because you don't know. Um, my son met a guy, I think through one of the Facebook groups he's in, who's working. These people bought this antebellum home not too far from where we live, and they've got this guy who is doing investigating, and he got Rusty working with him, and then Rusty got me to go to the house sometimes with him. They're getting ready to open it up as a place to go to for paranormal investigations. They're not releasing where it's at or the history of it yet. It does have some history with Civil War and such, but they're trying to document beforehand as much as they can what activity is there, what's going on there, and such. But one of the things we all agree on is we're not going down the D word path because it's become almost really ridiculous. If you study religions, um, by the Bible, it says a third of the angels. Other religions talk about a small percentage. It's not that many. And sure, they'd have rank and files and stuff underneath the big wigs or such, if that even happened or if it's metaphor, we don't know. But it's become like a cult thing almost. It's gotten a bit ridiculous. Anything negative is automatically the D word. So we're trying to stay away from that at this house, and they're going to be very strict on no Ouija boards. Which I don't have a problem experimenting with somebody out here somewhere, but I'm not going to be rude and bring something like that in somebody's place. That's just not cool. Yeah. So you got to keep an open mind, but we don't want to drag in all that darkness. There's enough butthole human beings. I think you'd agree. There's enough butthole human beings out there. Pink's going. Okay, well, good night, sweetie. I'm busy running my gum, flapping my gum, so I missed. Well, I really appreciate all you guys coming in here. Yes, it is. It is. Yeah, but I think part of the problem is while they use the D word all the time, it's almost become a fad. And the one I think really kicked that off a lot was probably Zach. And I'm not knocking Zach. He's doing his thing. I'm not going to put anybody down. I'm just saying people jumped on it. One of my pet peeves was Jason and Grant, the original Ghost Hunter show. Starting is lights off, automatically lights off. Everywhere they went, lights out. And I'm like, most reports I've ever even read about, the lights were on. They're sitting there in the living room, watch the TV, and like, what's that? Something pops the doorway behind them, or they hear footsteps upstairs or such. And it just, it gripes me. Yep. Yeah, you're right, Aiden. It does. But I love the investigations. If you get a chance to watch the videos as I get them uploaded, we're just doing it to be boring for most people, and that's one of the things I'm going to have to sit back. I'm thinking what I may do is do like two versions. Do a more cut version where I'm just focusing in on what if we get anything and put that together as a compilation, and then have the full investigation for the people that might be interested in the full investigation. Because even though people on one hand say they want to see the real thing, I don't think they really understand the real thing includes 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 hours of nothing. You might get 30 minutes of something happening. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. It's entertaining, yeah. It does entertain me. But I mean, I can't blame people. It'd be kind of boring to sit there and you're just staring at a wall or you're staring at a tree if you're outside and nothing's happening. But I figured this way, if I put up the raw, then that will show legitimacy of what's going on. And then I can do the shortened version for the people that are TikTokers and such, as we was talking about before. Mm-hmm. Yes. People forget about that. People forget. Well, because too, it's that's why I don't get into a lot, because people start getting up in arms over their religious interpretations and such. Me, I figure if you're in this field, you really do better to have an open mind and take everything to account, because yeah, you got a lot of stuff like the elemental spirits and such. Yep. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I know that's what you guys have been doing. I think I'm going to do that. And then also upload the longer ones just in case. I think it's what my son has figured out now. We're using a CapCut. That's what he's using. I'm still on Windows, the old Windows Movie Maker thing. I'm going to start doing. I'm figuring I'm comfortable with that. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is use that and then transfer over to CapCut and see what I can do extra on it, because I know how that one works. I don't know about CapCut yet. Oh, Healy's awesome. I want it. A cool tapestry for my birthday and a cracking laugh because I had a UFO in the corner of it. Now, when I get the StreamYard figured out, I'll be dragging some of you guys up here whenever I do a live. Um, what is y'all's usual schedule in doing lives? Because when I start doing lives on this channel, I want to make sure that I'm not cutting anybody out or interfering with what y'all are doing. Y'all been around a lot longer than me on this field. I'm very polite as I can be. So I think, Amy, do you do lives on Thursday nights? Clip champ. Okay. Thursday at 8 Central Time. Okay. So I'm going to figure out, so I can make a list, I think, of when everybody else is on, because, like I said, I don't want to interfere with anybody else's live. Yeah, that's a Spitfire. That's why I'm asking, because I want to make sure. It's hard when you've got several people doing this. And I don't want, because I know everybody's trying to get their views and build a channel and all of that. Hey, that's my son, Fox Paranormal. I call him Rusty. Everybody else calls him Lee. So that's the link to his channel. Yeah, you can only do what you can do, Vodka Vamp. And that's the link to his channel. Anybody that wants to help him out and subscribe and help him build too. I appreciate it. That's be next on my list. Sometime next week I'll do another live when I can figure out how the heck StreamYard works. Because it looks a little different from when I've used it before on another channel I had. That was scared to go to sleep. You done got him psyched out. Thank you, Amy. Yay. But this group right here is the cream of the crop as far as I'm concerned. You guys are awesome. You're supportive. I've seen you guys reaching out to other people, small channels in your area, your rank, or whatever. And you've been kind and supportive. And I watch. I notice things like that. That means a lot to me. It really does. I agree, Aiden. I agree. It's like, I don't know, maybe does it go to people's heads if they get a big channel? Oh, that's my wildcat. Don't knock it over, Pumpkin. That's Pumpkin. Had her for about a year. Yeah, she's just now getting to be a year old. When she's a little kid, she was out there meowing her head off at the shed. It took me about 2 weeks to tame her down to where she would come to me, and I finally got her inside. Oh, I got 3 cats. Somewhere around here is Smokey and Bandit. And back over here is my big old hairy dog, Shadow. Yay! Thank you, Bobby. Yeah. Okay, Aiden. I love you, sweetheart. Thank you for coming in. I love you, sweetie. I'll see you later, my bud. Thank you, Florida. Yes, I do. Hang on, and I'll have it for you here. Copy, boop, and boop, and paste, boop. There it is. Yes, absolutely. And I appreciate everybody that's helped out. I really do. And I do try to hop on. I don't have that many. See, I've got on my, I call it Twitter X. I refuse to call it X. It's still Twitter to me, so I'll compromise and say Twitter X. So there. So I'm up to 671 followers, 940 following on Twitter X. Yes. No need to change the name. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Same thing with YouTube. They need to leave it alone. Stop jerking it around. It's stupid. It's juvenile. What a stupid name. So that's what I said. I'll compromise and I'll say Twitter X. So if I say Twitter X, you know what I mean. It's, people don't like change. Even the ones with the attention span of a gnat, they don't like change. It's human nature. You get used to things to be a certain way. They don't like it when you go change it up. Yeah, I know how that is. I won't call you ET, Everyday Treasures. ET, don't go home. Yeah, I don't either. Twix. Hey, I like that, Ely. Twix. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. I think I'm going to steal that. Twix. Twixt and tween. Now, I think I know all of you here have been around long enough. You remember all of the hullabaloo a couple years ago with a whole bunch of people out of Florida and stuff that was going on, and it got ugly and was back and forth. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care. It's the people more than anything. I care about human beings. And yeah, it's like Amy and everybody was talking about before. Put it in the description, but a lot of times people don't read it. They'll figure. So I'm just going to assume most people are going to exaggerate at least. We'll just say exaggerate. And I'll just look at the people. I care about human beings. And I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to see anybody hurt, you know. So I'm saying I just want to support people, encourage people, and let's enjoy it while we can. Just enjoy it and make the best of things while you can. Yes. MySpace was something else. And then it started getting all these stupid viruses on it. And then Facebook came out. That's one of the reasons everybody all button Facebook is they got tired of getting viruses on their systems through MySpace. It got bad. But I've been on YouTube a long time. I can remember before Google bought it out, when you used to be able to decorate your home page, put your own background on it. We used to have competitions among the smaller channels. This channel I had years ago. And see who had the prettiest Christmas background or the most fun Halloween. It was a blast. We had a good time. And when Google bought it and corporatized it, that was gone. That was sad. Yes, that's half the fun of having a web space. Is decorating it, making it yours, reflect your personality. Man, when a corporation comes in, that's it. They're not, the only creativity they want is ways to make money for them. Yeah, I wish. I miss it. Because it used to be you'd go on your home page and you could literally put a background image. It wasn't this generic corporatized white or black, you know? Yeah, sure did. We used to have a lot of things. You used to be able, do you remember we used to be able to repost somebody's videos real easy? You had the little button you could click on. You could showcase. So like if Amy put something up and everybody liked it, we put it on our channel and it helped get it out there. It made it so easy. And it kept the original link to her channel. So she got the credit. You weren't stealing views or anything. No, they complicate it and they make it worse. So I don't know what the answer is other than just keep on keeping on. Just keep pushing on because it is a roller coaster ride. It's up and then down and up and down. Now, anybody have any questions for me? I'm open. Just me. It started out, I had some other people going to work with me. My daughter, her son, and her mother-in-law. We're going to also work with me, but her mother-in-law, she's working too much. And now my daughter and her husband work so much, so yeah. Yes. That's how I feel. That's why I'm sticking it out. I may never get to be a big channel. It may never happen. But I don't care. Because what I'm doing is what I love. I love doing the paranormal ghost hunting investigations, the SB7, getting the recorder out and see if you get any responses, see if you see anything, you hear anything. I got some whispers at that jail that I didn't realize I got. It's like you fall in love with it all over again when you're reviewing evidence and you catch something like, that's it. You can't explain it away. They try, but it doesn't, no, you know. Absolutely. I love it. Oh, yeah. Well, I've got to find Rochelle's video because she said when she was upstairs, she was still setting some cameras up upstairs. And she said when I started singing, orbs started flying everywhere, which that's cool. And said when I stopped singing, the orbs stopped. So that's pretty cool. She was having, and then on Spirit Talker, while I was singing, it said cross. In front of me on the wall where I was at when this was taking place is a picture of Sheriff Ellis, the one that was murdered, who was also a preacher, with his horse on the wall right in front of me. And that's who I was basically singing to. And then we got the responses that we did, and it just blew all over our minds. And I did it on purpose. It was an experiment to see what would happen. So, what song am I supposed to sing? Oh no, you did it. Oh no. I ordered, you know, the little sound box you use at Halloween, it's got voices on it. You're supposed to be able to record over it. And I was going to try to use that as music machine that they've been using lately. Instead of having to pay hundreds of dollars for one, which I cannot stand the thought of spending that kind of money on one. I prefer to do something I can for myself, and he's going to do it for me. And he hasn't got that changed out yet, so he still has to scream on it and scare the crap out of her. She mad at you? Well, I wonder why. Hello, Big Chuck. You know what? Beardo, he can do him. We'll do us. I'm not going to attack anybody. This, to me, like I had said earlier in here, this is neutral zone. Everyone's welcome. I'm about love and getting along and enjoying life while you can, because it's over before you know it. I held my brother's hand when he passed away. I have watched my grandmother die. I've watched too many people. Uncles, aunts, everything. So I'm staying out of drama. My daddy used to sing that, E.T., when I was a kid. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You speaking exactly what I'm thinking, Vogtabam. Yep. Yeah. No. I'm like this. If you've got a problem with somebody's content, there's this little thing. It's called search. Search engine, search bar. You got your mouse. You can click. There's billions of people on this planet, and a whole bunch of them are on YouTube. And I'm quite certain people can find somebody they agree with. To each their own. Somebody wants to debunk me, whatever. I'm just an old lady who knows my time's shorter now than it was before on this earth. I've held the hands of my loved ones as they passed away. I'm very sincere about searching for answers, making that connection. But I enjoy watching it all the channels. I love the hell out of Yasko, Omar, uh, Lomar Men's, and Chels. My God, are they not one of the cutest couples on YouTube? My gosh, they're adorable. I mean, I've got a whole long with Chris Baird. Um, oh my gosh. Oh, I'm afflicted. Oh, brain. The other one that works with CJ. I love CJ. My God, I love CJ. He cracks me. I love when he gets upset. He gets scared. He's funny as hell. Oh, okay, Vonga. Love you, sweetheart. You be safe. Dylan, yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That hurts. Wait till y'all get older. You're going to find out. That's why I start telling daddies when we can't remember a name, like we're afflicted. Yes, it's Dylan. Absolutely Dylan. I just love him. And it's funny because I've watched Dylan back when he was doing the videoing with CJ, and he was scared to death to do any of this. And now, here he is. He's got his own channel. And he's getting more and more courage to venture out on his own. I think it's awesome. He watches somebody grow. That's an amazing thing. I'm going back up here, Everyday Treasures. I love everybody, but cannot stand a backstabber. Yeah. So yeah, I just my thing. I just walk away. Just go do my thing. I do me. You do you. Yes, he has. An adorable Chris. Oh my gosh, how much he has grown since he went with CJ. And now Ben, that's working with Gasco. I don't know how much of their stuff is legit. It could all be legit. It could just be overreactive, whatever. I love watching them. I love them as people. And I have no desire and no need to tear anybody down. They work their butts off regardless. They are spending so much money traveling, and that's wear and tear on your body. I've done traveling. And if you haven't traveled for a living, you really don't understand. It beats you down. For a while, I worked in medical research years ago. And here, I'll tell you a true tale, people. Why your drugs cost so doggone much? The government will help sponsor research through pharmaceutical companies. And these companies will come up with whatever they're going to investigate to test these certain drugs for XYZ, whatever. And they fly doctors and their team of researchers from all over the country to some location. I've gone to California. I've gone down to Florida, for example, up to Chicago, where they would launch a drug study. And usually what happens is everybody teams up, and this bunch goes out and party while this one takes notes. And then they swap. Another bunch goes out partying while this bunch takes notes and gets the paperwork and stuff. And all of that cost is tagged onto your drugs. And they got all that information and stuff from the government basically for next to nothing. Okay, Amy, yes. Love you, sweet. Thank you for coming in. That means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. Yeah, well, I agree, Chuck. That's it. And why tear them down? Why? What have you accomplished? What's been accomplished? Except you've hurt somebody who's busting their tail to make a living and to entertain people. And I feel that people enjoy being entertained in. You know? So, not Amy. Yeah. Oh my God. CJ wears me out. Holy crap. That guy, he must get maybe 3 hours of sleep a night. And all of us older folks know CJ, it gonna get you one of these days, honey child. It gonna catch up to you. Trust me, it will. Yep. I used to have all that energy. I ain't got it no more. I ain't got it no more. I wish I did. I miss it. It means a lot to me that you guys come in here. It really, 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 really does. I appreciate it more than you know. Because it is hard getting started. It really is. It's a challenge. It's competition and all, but I'm not worried about competition. That's why I'm trying to find a time while I can get in here and do this and not step on anybody's toes. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate that. I try to be. I really do. I really do care. I'm a corny, old-fashioned gal. I actually do care about people. Yep, there's my hairy dog. Shadow. Hi, baby. He's like a black collie. We don't know for sure. He's just a mutt, but he looks like a black collie. He's got that little bump on his head like a collie does. So I tease him and call him Knothead. That's my baby. He's 11 years old, so who knows how long I'll have him. He's getting a little stiff when he walks. Surprised Smokey isn't in here. He usually gets up here until I lay down, then he gets right beside me. A lot of extra stuff CJ's camp we have to deal with. What do you mean? I know I want to go check out that house he's gotten some crazy stuff. And I've been commenting too, and it's never been acknowledged. I don't know if he's even seen my comment. The vibe I get from that house, and I know you guys have watched the videos. Don't lie. You have. That's awesome. It's great fun. I looked it up because Yeah, okay. I looked up Delaware had one serial killer. I kept getting this picture in my head. Like I told you, I'm empathic, but I make no claims to being psychic. I feel, I sense things. But this kept coming in my head every time I watched a video about that house. I keep just getting this impression of dumping ground, a serial killer dumping ground. I'm not sure where that house is located exactly, but I do know just from all of the videos he did on that bridge, it's out in the boonies more. So you've got a location that's more secluded, a stream running close by, which can hide a lot of things, plenty of woods around, off the beaten path, abandoned house, and there was a serial killer in Delaware years ago, and they never found all the bodies. And I cannot prove it. I got no proof. It's just all what I have felt, what I've sensed. And he's been told from what he said that there's supposedly bodies buried on that property somewhere. They don't know where. So I'm waiting to see if anything ever comes out on that. We're not supposed to tell Sonny. No. I kind of miss Sonny. He was funny. He really was. They were a good team. Sometimes this old lady had to turn them off for a few minutes. They started joking around and get a little raunchy. But yeah, but I do every time. If any of you in here that feel like you have any kind of empathic abilities, maybe get impressions, see if you pick up on that. Watch the videos. Don't even say anything. Just see if you feel. I feel it. I feel it strong. There's some dark crap that went down there. Yes, it was funny. But CJ, y'all remember back when he had the honeycut farm? That was the best catch I have ever seen in my life of a shadow person. Did y'all see that when he was at Honeycut Farm and he caught that shadow figure running down the wall? And it was, I think it was CJ and Sonny were the only ones there, and there was no one else there. It was clear as day. Hey, Tweety. From Canada. I love Canada. There you go. Got you in there. Yes, it was legit, man. It freaked him out. He started cutting way back on doing those videos with CJ after Honeycut. Honeycut got to him. Honeycut got to him. That's why, to me, yeah, you knew it was legit. You knew it was legit evil. That was some serious shit right there, man. That was bad. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad for everybody that's coming here. Y'all mean a lot to me. You really do. I appreciate it so much. Did y'all see that one where he caught that shadow figure? My son and I came unglued. We went nuts. We replayed it. We go, holy shit! Oh my God! Look at this. We wore it out. We played it over and over. That was the most incredible evidence I've ever seen of a shadow person. And I have seen in person a shadow person. If you ever see one, you know. If you know, you know. Oh, there is something so off. Something so off about them. They're just two dimensional. If you can imagine, you draw a black shadow on a sheet of paper, cut it out like a paper cutout. Very two dimensional. That's a shadow. There's no depth. It's not an actual shadow. There's something missing. There's no depth to it. It's just weird. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're taking care of them. I'm glad you're taking care of her. Now me, I don't know. Maybe I've got the brain that's wired different to see things because I do. I've seen a UFO close, freaky. Oh, it's basically a walk-through closet. So I told before, this is most of my stuff from the other end of the house. I've let my son have it, so he's got his own space. I'm about to be 65 in December. I don't need a lot of room. I know, yeah. Something else did happen there. Um, when my daughter was still a baby, she's getting close to 30 now. Hmm. But it's back. I know it was April 90, something like that, 96. But anyway, I was coming home. My son was in the back seat asleep. My daughter was at my aunt's house up here. As a matter of fact, we live in Hendersonville. And had gotten off work, picked up my son, went to the store in Gallatin, and come back on Vietnam Vets Boulevard. And I'm looking out to the right. You're just driving, and it's nighttime, and you just kind of glancing around. You see planes everywhere. And I saw this one that looked like it was just getting lower and lower and lower. And I thought, what the heck? So I just kept watching, and I thought, good God, this plane's going to crash. And I'm thinking plane because I could just see this red light, but the light wasn't blinking. It was steady. So as I got off at my exit, I had to pull over because I saw it turned and was coming at me. This thing was probably 30, 40, maybe 50 feet above me. I'm a woman. I'm not a real good judge of feet distance, whatever. But I could have picked up a rock, thrown it, and hit it. It was shaped more like a pyramid. And I could barely discern like grid work, like the superstructure of it. And it was so black, it's like it sucked in the light around it. And at each corner, there was dim red light. And this thing just glided towards me. And I got out of the car and closed the door. And I stood there and I'm just like, I'm watching it. And I couldn't believe it. You couldn't hear anything. There was no sound, but I could feel the pulse. And I'm just assuming it was like, you couldn't hear it, but you could feel it. You could feel the energy. And it went over me, and then it turned right and went on down the bypass and disappeared. That close. So, yeah, I have seen a full-fledged apparition apartment that we had just moved into when my son was little. He was about two or three. He was asleep. We still have boxes around in my room. I had my dresser up against this wall. And the way the apartment was set up, here's the door. And the hall went right to the bathroom. So the bathroom light I left on because I don't like stubbing my toe at night when I got to get up and go pee. So I left the bathroom light on. So that's the only light that was on at the time in my bedside lamp. I had been reading a Star Trek book. And I put the book down, reached up, turned off the light, and I clicked it off, and I looked, and standing in a doorway was a ghost, full on a ghost. And it was a little old woman. She had short, curly, gray hair. I could see her glasses, and she was wearing a shirt dress like old women wear with little platform shoes. And she was standing there looking around the room, looking confused. Oh, I got goosebumps. I was just remembering. And she looked around and she walked over into my room to the end of the dresser. And I had a basket with my jewelry there. You could hear the clink of the jewelry. She was fiddling with the jewelry. And she wrung her hands again, looked around, turned back around, went out the door, was gone. I had been sitting this whole time like this, frozen. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. When she walked out of the room, I could move. I could not move. So I turned the light back on. Went through there. Good night, Charmy. Thank you for coming, sweetheart. Thank you. So I went through, there was nobody there. So I can say I have legit seen a UFO and seen a ghost. So sleeping with my friend and we both woke up at the same time and both had seen a dark. Oh, that's creepy. That is creepy. Hey Tracy B. Good to see you. I was busy yakking, so I didn't get to see you. Let me. Go. Okay. So, hey to anybody that came in when I was blabbering. But that dark figure, that's scary. That's creepy. That's very creepy. Back to sleep. You're just too practical. Any of us would be ah! Me and my son, we would have been grabbing recorders and K2s. What's your name? What's your name? Where's the camera? Where's the camera? Well, hopefully I didn't miss too many people. Anyhow, Bigfoot is 5'5". Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. Bigfoot is 8'8". You believe in who here believes in Bigfoot? Yeah. Size 9 shoe. Oh, let's see. Oh my goodness, it's been going for an hour and 7 minutes. Y'all put up with me. I appreciate it. I tell you, when you see something, experience something, it'll get you hooked, won't it, Huey? It sure will. Little Bigfoot, that's good. I like that. So, has anyone here seen a Bigfoot? And I mean the actual Sasquatch. Okay, no, no funny business here. I've seen a UFO. I've seen a ghost. Yes, they would. Really? ET, go watch his videos. You see my son. Yeah. He'd give Bigfoot a run for his money. Heard weird things. Yeah, I have no doubt there's stuff out there. We don't know everything that's out there. It's too many times they say such and such is extinct and then they find it. Oh, be nice now. That's your baby girl. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and we'll end this one. It's an hour and 8 minutes. You guys have been awesome to hang out with me. I think you guys are awesome. Thank you to everybody that's in here. I appreciate it so much. And if you ever want me to promote any of your videos or anything, just drop me a note on Twitter or in the community tab here. Let me know. I'll be more than happy to. I enjoy it. I enjoy chatting. I'm a Southern girl. We got lots of words. Motor mouth. Daddy was teasing me. You nervous? I said no. Oh, with my Southern accent, it's got to get on your nerves. But thank you. That's sweet. I appreciate it. You're kind. So I'm going to end this, and I want to thank everybody for being here. May you be blessed and full of love. And I will see you in the next video, whenever that is, hopefully very soon. Good night, everybody.